there and attacking the rim.
Now here is Holiday. That one goes in. Holiday's got 5 points so far.
An old school finish there with the finger roll. You gotta be committed to a move like that, and he was.
Here's Iverson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
In the mid-range, Iverson can be so dangerous. He is just so skilled at making those shots.
Here's Holiday. And the basket is good. 7 points in the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And it's Iverson missing. Holiday surveying the floor. There's 1:59 left here in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Iverson. A 19-foot shot. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Offline with his three. The Nuggets trail by 3. Inside, Camden. Here's Martin. And finished off by Martin.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. The Nuggets moving the ball around. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Campbell. Back to Smith. Fires for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And this is what Smith is all about. Pulling the defense apart with his impressive accuracy.
Here's Holiday. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. And this is how lethal Anthony is in close, capable of throwing it down all over the defense.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 13. Smith outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Jrue Holiday has been on display for the Celtics. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And he... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Here's Tatum. The shot missing. Anthony with the defensive effort. Floats one. Here's Camby. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Holiday with it. Iverson picks him up. Good on the bucket. And that's 15 points for Jrue Holiday.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
And it's Smith missing. Celtics leading by 4. It's White on the wing. Back to Holiday. Pass to White. Screen by Porzingis. The kick out to Holiday. From outside the arc. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Over in the corner, White. There's Tatum's range on display.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
Here's Anthony. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics leading by 8. Outside, Porzingis fires the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
White, good.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
To the middle, looking to end the run. Martin. Porzingis with the steal. Right side, Holiday. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:37 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, White. 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to Martin. The Nuggets trail by 13. Smith outside. Allen Iverson on the wing. Martin the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this is where Martin can really hurt you, which is why defenses resort to fouling.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Both shots good from the stripe. Boston leading by 11. Brown outside. 2 points. That one goes. Brown's got his second basket of the game.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Kept alive. Pass to Diawara. Martin the screen. Goes back up. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's the Celtics with the ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. To the wing on the left. Fires the 3. A shot by Pritchard, no good. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Martin. Makes it off the glass. Martin's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Pritchard. And so it's Boston with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Nuggets trail by 14. Smith left side. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Outside, Horford. Picked by Horford. Here's Pritchard. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Iverson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iverson's got the first points of the second half here for the Nuggets.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Martin. And finished off by Martin.
The assist.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Craig sets a screen. Austin needs to get off a shot. Hauser. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Iverson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. That's now 8 points for Iverson.
You gotta love Iverson's tenacity, especially when he's driving.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Craig sets a screen. For three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside Anthony. Now here is Martin. To the inside. Iverson. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for two, Peyton Pritchard.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Anthony down low. Shoots over White. Anthony's shot is off.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Pritchard. Misses from close range. The Nuggets trail by 12.
And defenses are understandably wary of giving Smith too much room to shoot, which is why they foul him at times.
Denver shooting their fifth and 6 free throws of the game. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Tossing a pass to the interior, that's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Outside White. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. And the dunk by Smith.
So skilled on the bounce. When Smith is in attack mode, this guy is difficult to slow down.
Pass to Craig. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Celtics shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
At the line, Drew Holiday. At the line for 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. 46 seconds left in the third. Pass to Nahara. Down low. Here's Diawara. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Celtics have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Nene, right side. Here's Diawara. Offline from the high post. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Celtics leading by 15. Holiday with it. Pass to Tatum. Hits it from 3-point range.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
To the middle. Camden. A shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Tatum. Outside Holiday. The tray. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Iverson. Here's Camby. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to White. Shot clock at 6. Holiday with it. Camby picks him up. Brown, no good. The Nuggets trailed by 16. Here's Anthony going inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, nice cut by Anthony inside. When he slashes hard like that, it really compromises the defense.
Celtics leading by 14. Outside Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. There's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Back to Iverson. Has a nice chance here. Anthony with the bucket.
And Anthony, really one of the most confident jump shooters, an elite level scorer who gets plenty of opportunities.
Outside Holiday. Takes the 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. The Nuggets trail by 15. Pass to Smith. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. And the Celtics with possession here. They led by as many as 18 points. Now Tatum. Over Anthony. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Offensive rebound. Here's Camby. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Jaylen Brown.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
Personal foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Over in the corner, Brown. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Camby. The Nuggets trail by 16. And Anthony gets it to go.
Oh, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
It's stolen by Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Brown outside. And there's the...
And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Outside Holiday. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Over in the corner, Brown. A three-pointer, no good.
Boston foul. Jason Tatum. 2nd personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, boy, he is really fun to watch.
It's White on the wing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 11. To the paint. Here's Holiday. It's good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they execute.
This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Kicks it out to Bane. And both backcourts in this one, Stan, cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headline. Tonight. And Cleveland has possession. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Mitchell, good.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Garland for 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Mitchell misses.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Goes back up. The 3 hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got 6.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Now here's Garland. Hunter on the wing. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Bane serving the D. A deep 3. The rebound by Allen.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Offensive rebound. Kennard for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And just sinks it over the taller defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Now here's Mitchell. He has 6. Out to Mobley. Back to Allen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And that was just fantastic balance from Allen right there. Taking the contact well and just fighting through it all.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And the shot is good by Garland.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it, supremely confident in his abilities.
Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 6.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Mobley on a screen. Here's Garland. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Grizzlies trail by 9. From deep, Morant. On target from range. 9 points in the game.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
And it's Morant off to drive. And he banks in the layup.
And this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
Garland for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Right side Bane. Fires it. Oh, and Mobley with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. Puts it up off the inbound. What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the story for the Cavaliers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
16.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. 4-point game. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Allen. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Garland. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. Back to Jackson. Here's Wells. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Morant. Morant fights through contact inside.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
And the shot is good by Garland. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Yeah, I love how Allen controls his body, setting a solid screen and then just gliding into shooting position.
And here's Morant outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Morant's got 22. Mitchell on the drive. And Mitchell with the slam.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
From deep, Morant. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
You have to account for Jackson Jr. in the corner. I mean, he's an excellent three-point shooter. And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
His first team foul.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Pippen. And the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Now the Cavaliers with it. Outside Garland. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone but Jackson Jr.
Kennard for 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And Mitchell with the slam.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible. If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Wells. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. To the right side. The 3 is up. Pass to Mobley. Second chance effort. They get the rebound. Outside Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Over to the wing. And Mobley good for 3. Mobley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Morant looking for an opening. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Hunter, good. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
From deep, Morant. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Releases. Pass to Garland. He takes it in. Here's Mobley. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Now it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
And there is very little ego to Garland's game. He wants to get other guys looks and opportunities.
From deep, Morant. The 3-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Here's Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Outside Morant. And he goes right over Mitchell and slams it down.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. From deep, Mitchell. From 15 feet away. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Right side, Morant. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. A minute 35 left in the 3rd quarter. Count that one. And here's Morant. He has 29 now. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Here's Morant with the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Wade drives in. Pass to Jerome. Tries again. Thompson's shot is off. Memphis trailing here. Ja slithers his way in. And then Morant with the dunk.
And the bounce that Morant possesses is unlike anyone else at his position.
Thompson with a screen. Jerome attacking. The 3 from Okoro. That shot no good. That's the end of the 3rd, and it's tied up. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started.
The Grizzlies, 48.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Memphis. Here's Pippen. To take the lead. Mobley grabs the board. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Going beyond mere stats, Mitchell breathes life into this offense. His energy lifts everyone around him.
That free throw is good from Mitchell. Both shots good from the strike. Here's Pippen. Floats one. And he lays it up and in.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's Garland. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
And the combination of his speed, passing, and shot-making ability make Garland one of the toughest pick-and-roll covers in the league.
Here's Pippen. It counts, and the foul. That one's on Darius Garland.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Outside Mitchell. Here he goes. Pass to Mobley. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's Pippen. Jackson outside. Cranes the triple. Now it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Tipped. And he gets it back. Here's Mobley. Lays it up and banks it in.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Jackson the screen. From downtown. No luck on that one. And here are the Cavaliers now. Trailing by 2. The kick to Hunter. Outside Garland. Back to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Pippen. Jackson for 3. That doesn't go either for Jackson. Here's Mitchell. A strong move by Mitchell inside.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
Here's Pippen. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Jackson can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Mobley on a screen. Fires from 14. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Mitchell with the ball. On the wing, Strus. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. And now a 7-point Cavalier lead.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And Mitchell with the slam.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong. Well, look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Now the Cavaliers with it. They've got a 13-2 run going.
And it's really tough to catch a pass from that distance. He's asking a lot of his teammates to reel that one in.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one's on Darius Garland.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Oh, the first of two, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
27 seconds left in the fourth. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And he does get the second one. And that puts him up 5. Timeout call, Memphis. They're trailing by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's a substitution.
Here's Morant. Off the inbound, no good. That's tipped. To the paint. Jackson. Yes!
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Timeout call, Memphis. 1 second left in the fourth. All right, guys, what do you think?
Well, their only hope is for somebody to hit a three-pointer and get fouled for an and one. I'd be surprised if there's a defender anywhere in the vicinity of a three-point attempt.
And here's Morant outside. Missed it. And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game.